Alright, it's 4 o'clock. Welcome, everybody. Let's get this going. This is a randomizer of Pokemon Sapphire. And for settings, the big one is every level my Pokemon are going to evolve into something random. And then other than that, I've got the usual suspects. So trainer battles, wild battles are going to be random, abilities are random. When I catch a Pokemon, the moves it's going to have are going to be random. Overworld items on the ground, those are random, which means I will not be getting the Master Ball where it normally is, because it's an overworld item in this game. As you can see, Professor Birch has a Raichu here. That's not normally a Raichu. But that's okay. And I am. I went to the trouble of drawing this hat for myself, so I might as well match. And I've got a couple of quality of life things turned on, like my instant text boxes here. I'm normally very much a read every dialogue box kind of person, but I've played this game approximately 1,000,000 times, and no one plays randomizers for the story. So here we go. So I'm just going to try and breeze through this as quickly as we can, so we can get to the good stuff. Say hello to our friends here. And I've also randomized the item in the PC. Normally it is a potion. Instead, we get a white flute. Alright, here we go. The moment we've all been waiting for. I'm not sure I understand the decision in Emerald to turn this Poochyena into a Zigzagoon, because being attacked by a Poochyena seems like a much bigger problem. So we've got Quillfish, we've got Kakuna, or we've got Anorith. And the choice doesn't matter a ton, because like I said, it is going to evolve as soon as it levels up, so Quillfish feels a little bit underappreciated to me, so we're gonna go Quillfish. And it is a female. My plan from the get-go was to name my first Pokemon after my cat, and my cat is a girl, so I think it was meant to be. And not only do I think it was meant to be, I think it was meant to bean. So, Bean here has Serene Grace, which I'm okay with. The unfortunate part is that's gonna change upon this evolution at the next level. There were options in the randomizer to prevent things like from breaking my game too early, like preventing Dragon Rage or Wonder Guard or what have you. I didn't turn any of those on. I just figured if it happens, it happens. Got our potion. Let's go have our first rival battle. Alright, let's see what Bean can do against a Piloswine. Nothing Bean can do that against a Piloswine. Alright, it's official. Bean is cracked. But that could change now that we are level 6. And our first randomized evolution is it's a Plusle. Okay. You know what? I can work with this. I've got a higher special attack now, so I should get more use out of that Needle Arm. And we have Cute Charm. I will miss Serene Grace, that's presumably why I got that double flinch on that pile of swine. But I'll take Cute Charm too. And it's lore accurate, because my cat Bean is in fact cute. And now we get my Pokédex! And the Pokeball. So, why not catch a new friend? Alright, I'm just gonna put this Pokeball in a Pokeball. I said I'm going to put this Pokeball in a Pokeball. Who put me on the planet? The same person who put you on the planet. Nathan, you're just in time. I'm going to name this electrode in your honor. Would you like to be Nathan, or would you like to be Manatee? Flip a coin. I don't have a coin within arm's reach. Actually, I might. Just kidding, no I don't. Actually, wait, hang on. This is riveting gameplay. Okay, I found it. Okay. Heads for Nathan, tails for Manatee. Nathan it is. Alright, congratulations, welcome to the team. You are officially an electrode, as you were always meant to be. You are also oblivious. And you are bold. And your attack sucks. And you know Helping Hand, Poison Gas, Whirlpool, and Mega Horn. Alright Nathan, are you ready for you and Bean to forge ahead and attain victory? I can't believe this guy stole Bean. Are you seeing this? Kill him. That's the plan. In Minecraft? Well, if only I could log into Minecraft. Alright, it's time for Bean to ascend. To a higher form. And Bean learns Scratch. See, this is Bean. I mean, Bean doesn't have chlorophyll. No, Bean's a male now. You know what? It is Pride Month. I love that for Bean. Yeah, the coin I flipped to decide your destiny is, well, now it's on the floor. But it's like a... I got it from like a Pokemon card tin, it's a little one of those little tins that has 2 booster packs in it. I was at like a card show, and somebody was selling a big old baggie full of random common cards, and in the bag was also the tin, and inside the tin was a coin, like the kind of coin that like has a Pokemon on the front and then like just like black on the back. So that's what I flipped. It is Gracie. My thoughts exactly. See, if I get a Snorlax, there's no point in naming a Gracie, because it's just gonna turn into a not Snorlax. Now, what is not randomized is the berry trees. There was nothing I could do, dude. Not with that attitude. But look, as if by divine providence, I just picked these lovely berries. There you go. Nathan, you're alive. Pognado indeed. Alright, Nathan. Do you know what's good against grass? Bug. Your time has come. Friend spotted. Bayleaf is pretty friend-shaped. It's also pretty dead. Metang. You know what? Nathan, you're on a roll. Quite literally, you are spherical. And now you have arms, congratulations. And legs, if I'm not mistaken. Now I can do this? Yes, you can. I'm not sure if that's not randomized or if it randomized 2 overalls. Well, this is a problem, because that slacking does not have truant. Not that that really matters, because Super Fang always does predictable damage, but still. Thank goodness Beam was here to save the day. Maybe one day you'll stop dying, Nathan. Maybe one day you'll stop sandbagging me. Well, I couldn't let that slacking hurt Bean. See, look, your noble sacrifice allowed Bean to level up. And now we get to see— oh, Bean— look, she's a female again. Alright, Nathan. Drum roll, please. Well, having arms and legs must have been nice. I mean, you'll still have legs. And maybe you could use your top legs as arms. Maybe I like to catch another Pokemon, or 2, and then I can name them after Phoebe and Mags. And just for funsies. I mean, my cat gets to be in the game, so it's only fair. Ow. I'm not even sure I remember what Mags' full name is. But I could probably just call it Mags. Magdalene. Do you want me to call it Magdalene or Mags? I'm not getting the coin off the floor, so you have to pick. Congratulations, Nathan. You're gonna be beautiful. And you got— I literally never call her— why would you name her that if you're not gonna call her by it? Also, you still don't have arms. Hopefully he'll recover from this horrible condition soon. And we've come full circle. Bean is a Magneton once more. It is possible to get into, like, evolution loops, and I hope I'm not in one already. Also, Nathan, you're a female. I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know if you already were. But if you weren't, congratulations. You and Bean are just unashamed to reinvent yourselves. Maybe I should have drawn a Team Aqua bandana instead of Brendan's doofy looking hat. I didn't think about that. OMG. OMG what? Surskit? Using Mega Kick with his little teeny tiny skinny legs. Look, Nathan, you did it. The unfortunate part is it means that you don't get to do Uber anymore. But maybe you'll finally get arms. I mean, that's technically having arms. They're stubby, but they are arms. Also, Bean was a plusle, and now you're a plusle. I was hoping for a little more variety than this, but that's okay. Alright, Nathan, are you ready? Apparently Mags isn't. Mags. Alright, Nathan. Let us investigate our new friend. Shield Dust, Hardy Nature, and Zap Cannon and Nature Power. B. Why is a spell like that? The world may never know. Pressure, Steel Wing, and Magical Leaf. Alright, let's see if we're in an evolution loop or not. I'll be disappointed if we are. Yeah, I think we are. The rhetorical again. It's unfortunate, but you know. It's Bean, and Bean can do no wrong. I know you said to stop sandbagging you, but with Endeavor, you know, the optimal strategy is to just let you get beat up. And I'm just gonna grab these. And I'm just gonna grab these. And I'm gonna grab this. And I'm going to grab this. And thank you for the quick claw. I think I have this hunch that Ammonite's not very fast. Yeah, I did think so. Okay, so for the time being, I think I can give that to Phoebe. And thank you. I don't really want to waste a move slot on Cut. Go Phoebe. Let's see, let's go Magical Leaf. Because Phoebe is magical. I assume. I've never met her, but I think being a cat automatically means that she is. And it's magical how squishy she is. Is she squishy because she's fat? Because Bean is squishy too, and that's why. No, she is small. But her primordial pouch is supreme. It's the return of the mega kicking Surskit. Well, my takeaway from this is that I just need to not fight Surskit ever. They're turning out to be kind of problems. And no defense boost. Alright, that's fine. Where we're going, we don't need a defense boost. Or maybe I do. It's not super typical for a random trainer to switch, but sure, why not? Spiderweb so I can't switch out, and now Solar Beam. This person knows exactly what he's doing. Alright, Phoebe. It's been an honor serving with you. Alright, crisis averted. Taunt? No, I do not want to learn Taunt. And now I just have to deal with this beast. Look at it. Look at the murder in its eyes. Yeah, we're just gonna cycle through the same few Pokemon, which is super lame. And I could just, you know, replace Bean to spice things up, but that would feel mean. Good job, Nathan. You did it. You didn't even level up from it. Alright, just for funsies, I want to see if I can hit this with a Zapkin. Sure, Mags maybe, you know, may have one foot in the grave, but everybody loves an underdog victory. Kinda like that. Nathan, you better go get Mags and tell her what a cool thing she just did. And Mags is now a Dodrio. She's sleeping. We'll wake her up. I hate Hustle. As if I need lower accuracy when I'm using Zap Cannon. Alright, Nathan, Mag sucks. It's official now. Okay, so. We have a situation on our hands. Mag sucks, and Phoebe is weak. I can fix one of those things. Oh, Nathan, guess what I bought yesterday? That's what. Do you think I'm made out of money? No, I didn't buy a Switch 2. But I was in a GameStop, so I suppose I could have. I bought a pre-owned Spyro Reignited trilogy. Because those were just games that we never had, so I never played them. The only Spyro game I've ever played is The Legend of Spyro the Eternal Night for the DS. Which I'm pretty sure I still have. It'd be cool to try and figure out how to capture my Switch. Alright, Phoebe's a bird now. The Switch 2 has Soul Calibur 2, this one biologically programmed. God. You know, Bean turned from Plusle into Flareon, so Nathan, I think you and Bean are going to end up in the same evolution loop. Alright, Nathan, if I'm right, and you and Bean are in the same evolution loop, that would be even lamer than if only one of you was. And, you know, the point of the randomizer is variety, so I would probably be catching myself a new Nathan. Hopefully you're not offended by that. Alright, Phoebe, get with the program. Nathan, both your cats suck. What's going on? Somehow got it in Scarlet. Well, also, what is and isn't an egg move might have changed by the time Scarlet and Violet rolled around. I never did get around to playing the DLC for Violet. I'm not even sure whether or not I want to, just because the concept of DLC for Pokemon kind of makes me angry. Also, I think Phoebe heard me say she sucks, and now she's got stabby hands and is mad at me. And is staring straight at the screen. I'm feeling a little unsafe right now. So Marowak was my starter in my test run I did the other day, to make sure that this is all functioning the way it should. And a new flamethrower, which was fun. I want to use mags, but Zap Cannon is kind of not doing it for me. I might just wait until I get the XP share. Like, I could just bean my way through the game, and then have everybody else catch up later. Alright, Nathan. Let's see that evolution loop progress further. And there we go, there's Magneton. Alright, for the sake of having variety in this, I think I'm going to get myself a new Nathan. I guess I could get myself a new Bean and leave you alone, but... Oh, just in time for you to get a new move, too. You're the only one getting new moves. Like, where's a new move for Mags? I just feel like, you know, if I dare replace Bean, then the heavens will smite me. Or Bean herself might. Alright, Nathan, do you want to begin your new life as a Loudred? You can take comfort in the fact that you don't have to stay a Loudred if you don't like it. Oh yeah, Nathan. During the same adventure yesterday where I bought that game, next door to the GameStop in that mall is a game shop, so I go there every so often to buy Pokemon cards. And so I did, because I was in the neighborhood. I buy a few packs, and as I'm at the counter paying for said packs, some guy comes up and goes, "So are you going to open those in the store, or are you going to take them to go?" Presume, like, I would have to guess by that question that he was hoping to, like, he was hoping to, like, buy something off me if it was rare. But, like, technically, we'll never know, because I just said I was taking him to go, and then I bought him and left. Alright, we have a new Nathan. Let's take a look. Magnet Pull, Brave. Fury Attack, Tickle, Double Edge, and Sandstorm. Alright, so this may be a downgrade. Who opens exactly? Who opens cards in the store? Then I'm not gonna just pay for them, then open them right there. I have to visit Devincourt first, don't I? Or no, I have to beat Roxanne first. I've played this game approximately 1,000,000 times. Alright, Nathan, that Loudred sure seems like a downgrade, so would you like to remain this Magneton, who's going to turn into the same things as Bean? Because right now that's just kind of looking like the better option. Because at least you have good moves. I don't want to loop forever. I'm sure, like, inevitably everybody's going to start looping, but what bothers me is that you and Bean are in the same loop. Alright, Nathan 2 Electric Boogaloo. I'm gonna do what I said. I'm just gonna use Bean, and then we can slap an XP share on once we get one. And I have some vague... Yes, okay. See, I remember where some items are. A Shell Bell. I'm pretty happy about that, actually. Let's see here. Well, sure, Bean, why not? I did end up pulling a full art Articuno from one of those packs once I did get home and open it. So I wonder if that guy was... if that would have been cool enough for that guy to try and take from me. I'll text you a picture of it real quick. Or Discord you a picture. OMG, yes, indeed. Alright. I think... Nathan, if you are ready to embrace your new existence as a Loudred, then we will bid farewell to Nathan the Torkoal. May she rest in peace. Bean will carry us to victory. By the might of her beans, and the strength of her pouch. Alright, Thunder really came at a convenient time, I guess. Now, if only it would hit. Thank you, Bean. We have Rapidash. Okay, that's potentially an issue. Ow. Okay, well, I'm not taking another one of those. And I don't think anybody... Maybe I should have kept the original Nathan, at least until the end of the gym fight. Okay, well... That's okay. Phoebe will save the day, I can feel it. Not that this does anything for my weakness to muddy water. That's okay. Mags will save the day. I can feel it. That's okay. Nathan will save the day. I can feel it. Alright, Nathan, let's see what you got. The answer was nothing. And I didn't even sandbag you that time. Okay, I think let's have Bean not be a Torkoal. Eliminating the weakness to muddy water should make that perfectly doable. It's time for Bean's revenge. Not that I have a ton of faith in the special attack set of a Doduo, but apparently it's good enough. Let's go for the Stab Razor Wind. See, that would terrify me, but in all likelihood, this Rapidash doesn't have a Fire-type move. That's cheating, only I'm allowed to use potions. I was hoping that would do a little bit more, but that's okay. Alright, now that Phoebe has had time to reflect on the past battle, now that Mags has had time to reflect on the past battle, there's no point using Zap Cannon, I might as well just go for the Swift. But yeah, it's doable. I don't just... The potions complicated things. I wouldn't... A Razor Leaf from where its health was probably wouldn't have done the job, but... Oh, there we go. Alright, Nathan, this is your time. This is your moment. Well, if that didn't do it, then I don't know what will. Wouldn't it be funny if I grabbed the original Nathan from the box and then immediately won? I think with Bean being a Doduo, with that Stab Razor Wind, that should be able to do it. And now I'm curious to see if the one-shot was because of the crit or not. Apparently it was. So I was right to not trust the special attack of a Doduo, but this is actually potentially good because she's wasting her potions now. Nah. Okay, well, I don't like that. Once again, my hubris is getting the better of me. Okay, well, I think if it goes for Muddy Water, I think I just die. I just have to hope it sticks with Sunny Day and Feint Attack like last time. Why it's doing that is a great question. And... I was hoping that would do a little bit less, but that's alright. I think this would have... Wasting the potions from the Crobat wasting the potions really is the best case scenario here. But Bean's gonna evolve, so we're gonna see if that makes things better or worse. Or maybe Phoebe is gonna pull through here as long as Muddy Water misses again. Or maybe Phoebe's gonna pull through because Sunny Day is... Okay, well now it's gone. was gonna say, the sunlight was weakening its own muddy waters. Alright, Nathan, for real this time. So even though I got the level up, Bean didn't evolve because I died. You fool. I mean, I think that one was slightly less foolish than the previous one. I don't know. The pieces are in place, I just need to lock in, as they say. Really, I think that would have worked perfectly if not for the poison. Maybe not perfectly, but better. But after this, I'm gonna go to Dewford, deliver the letter, come back, get the XP share, and then we're gonna be in business. Mags can finally get some levels without having to fight, without having to try and hit zap cannons. Through hustle. Alright, there's the 2 potions gone. No poison. I'm not gonna say we're in the clear, because, you know, I'm me, and things don't go well for me in general. But now I'm even stronger, so we get an even stronger Stab Razor Wind. And there we go, first try. Alright, Nathan, it's time for you to live out your dreams of not being a Loudred. Unless you want to be a Loudred, in which case my condolences. I have a Water Stone. I'm curious what would happen if I used it. First, I'll see your new ability. Thick Fat. Well, that doesn't sound very lore accurate to me, because last I was aware you were a toothpick. I can't use it, darn. Well, we've had one Magmar on the team. You know what this means? We might have another repeat of an evolution loop. Sup, Pico? Okay, I'll take that. not this house. It is this house. There we go. Nathan, if you're gonna insist on learning normal type moves and only normal type moves, have I got the present for you? Your very own silk scarf. You know, with Intimidate, I feel a lot better about your chances, Nathan. I mean, with Thunderbolt in the picture, I'm suddenly feeling less good about them, but, you know. Let's go ahead and stick to the original plan and beat it up. Rock Blast. I don't know. Like, under normal circumstances, I ditch Razor Wind, but it's actually been fairly useful. I think I'm good. I'm not a fan of 80 accuracy. Alright, Nathan. If the Squirtle life simply wasn't for you, perhaps Talo will be. Finally getting some stab on those normal type moves of yours. Okay, let us go in here. Grab Flash that I'm not going to use. Alright, some spoiled milk that's been sitting in a cave. Awesome. Alright, I've learned to fear these things. And here we go. Letter delivered. Now I can head back. Right after I see if I can make use of this. You know what? I'm gonna give Steel Wing to Nathan. Because it sounds a little more useful than Fury Attack. And there is the XP share. Alright, so let us give this to our good pal Mags. In terms of Bee's level, I'm sure she could take on Brawly's gym just fine. It'll just be a matter of what the gym Pokemon are randomized to, and what Bean happens to be in the moment. Good job, Mags. Mags, the Magsmar. Okay, well there's a new move finally, Signal Beam. That's good. Mags can fend for herself. But you know, again, the same reason I replaced Nathan. I'd want to replace one of them to keep up the variety. But if I'm going to replace either Phoebe or Mags, I think I'd want it to be Phoebe, so that way Mags can truly can follow through on her underdog arc. Undercat, as it were. Well, you're deciding that you are dead set on being cute. And I respect that. And you even have an ability that kind of makes sense. Okay. Let us see here. Currently, we've got this. I think the shell bell is really the better option. I'm just gonna keep it. And we're just gonna jump right into this. I had to open my mouth about the steel types, huh? Well. Okay, well I don't like that. Hopefully this helps me. Okay, it didn't help me as much as I wanted, but... Alright, this might hurt. Yeah, that hurt. Okay, who is best equipped to deal with... Because, you know, Zapcan is not happening. I know that. And Plus is not gonna help me. Maybe... I don't know, let's try Phoebe. I just truly don't have an answer for Steel. I think I'm gonna have to just go get Bean to the next level and become something a little beefier than a Doduo. I don't appreciate that this Skarmory has 2 stab moves out of the entire randomized pool. Alright, Mag's the Wurmple. See, Hustle truly was what was holding her back. Alright, not a problem. We're just gonna go and level up Bean. Hopefully not miss the first Thunder. All I need are 2. Alright, here we go. I forgot about Mach Punch. Maybe this Skarmory is just specifically built to cause problems for me. If that's the case, it's working splendidly. I think if this were Thunderbolt and not Thunder, then, you know, all my problems in life would be gone. Good for you, Mags. And Entei. Okay, I'm a steel type. And my water type does not have a water type move. I don't have a whole lot of choice but to stay in and hope that, you know, this isn't another Skarmory situation where it actually has a matching move. At the very least, I'm not taking sandstorm damage. And it is, so how about we just roll with it. Alright. I don't think I have to worry about that too much. It would be awfully nice if I could hit a Thunder, though. There we go, first try. Welp, onward to Slateport. What I might be able to do is once I get to Mauville, go to the game corner. If I get enough coins, then I can get... I think, if I recall correctly, they've got Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam. And I hope I am recalling correctly. Then as long as Bean is a Magneton, I can overwrite Thunder and get Thunderbolt instead. Or I could just wait till I get to New Mauville, because I think I get Thunderbolt there too. I think. And here we are, back at this stage of the loop. Okay, well, I think... let's go ahead and head up to the grass. I could fish for an encounter, but I'll start at a higher level up here. We can get our new Phoebe. So we can have a different loop. One involving a Dragonair, perhaps. Alright, no way on earth this kills. Well, I stand corrected. That's fine, I don't need a double Dragonair anyway. I'll take that. Alright, for realsies this time. Color change. I did say earlier that would be annoying to have. Also, I have to contend with Metagross's catch rate. This might not actually be a great idea. Yeah, I might just go ahead and bail on this before I waste all my Pokeballs. I'd probably have a better chance of catching that Dragonair. I don't know, with all the losing I'm doing, I don't think anybody likes me enough to give me the Soothe Bell. No, just kidding. Apparently, yeah. Alright. Not that I think I need that, but I sure have it now. And not that I think I need this either, but I kind of feel like I might as well get things if I know they're here. And... not that I plan to use Torment, but I'll grab it just because I know it's here. It's beautiful. Or the new Phoebe could be a Pikachu. I suppose it doesn't really matter what. And I have a sneaking suspicion a Pikachu would be easier to catch than a Dragonair, or especially a Metagross. Defenseful. Okay. Oh, speed boost. Interesting. Well, why don't I go ahead and throw Nathan at it. Superpower, Aurora Beam, and Speed Boost. This is sounding interesting. The unfortunate part is it's gonna be as frail as... Okay. Alright. It seems you have something in common. I guess the lowering the defense with superpower doesn't really matter when Pikachu's so frail in the first place, so there's that. If it keeps lowering its defense, I'm gonna kill it. Alright, we have our new Phoebe. He can break out of this old evolutionary loop rut that we're in. Alright, time to go give the other Phoebe a proper burial in the box. Alright, Phoebe. We laughed, we cried. But it is time for you to go. You've been replaced. Alright, well with that taken care of, how about I go and deliver the thing? And do the thing. And then get a Thief TM, which might, maybe, possibly be useful, I don't know. Let's see here. Thief can be learned by either Nathan or Mags. Huh. Mags is in desperate need of non-zap cannon moves. We kind of solved that problem with Signal Beam. I could ditch Nature Power. Or there's Nathan, who could use something better too. I think actually Nathan might be a little bit worse off. Sure, we'll go with Nathan. As much as I don't like recoil moves, I think Double Edge is just a little more useful than Tickle. What this of course means is that there's not really a point to keeping a held item on Nathan, if he's gonna have Thief. And as for a held item for you, I just don't really have much in the way of held items at the moment, other than berries. Yeah, that could be a later problem. Oh god, not again. I kinda think, of all the forms Bean could take, I am a fan of Magneton. And now I can move on to Mauville. With my brand new Phoebe in tow. Look at Mags go. Her redemption arc is in full swing. And sure, why not? Actually, no. I know exactly why not. Because I'm fairly certain the first room is cut trees, and I said I didn't want to teach anybody cut. So this is not gonna be... Yeah, alright, it's fine. It would have just been a rare candy. And I think I can live without that. I like this Eevee sprite. Like, they've got their sprites for Fire Red, Leaf Green, but they were given different sprites for Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and those Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald sprites are all... I think they're all pretty good. Like, that War Turtle from earlier is another one that I like a lot. And we get to see new Phoebe's first evolution. Hopefully something a little bit sturdier than a Pikachu. Well, I can work with this. Let's see. Lightning Rod, okay. Not that I'm getting into a ton of double battles. But sure, thank you, Phoebe. For your brave sacrifice. Sheer cold. I mean, it's a bad idea, but it would be funny just to see if it works. No, I think I'm gonna pass on that one. And Phoebe, what will you become? You'll become an Onyx. I did want something sturdy. That's precisely what Onyx is. This might be my opportunity to use that Rock Tomb TM. Because if Onyx can somehow not use Rock Tomb, then I don't know what to believe in anymore. Damp. What would I get rid of? Probably Endeavor. I don't know. Just how important would Rock be, though? If I'm going for any sort of coverage. Because using Rock against flying, I technically have Roar Beam to cover that. I guess it'd be good to deal with fire. And I might as well go for it. I just don't really see it being usable on anybody else, so why not? There we go, Phoebe. Alright, Bean. Let's get some stab razor wins. Just kidding. How about I just, you know, not ow. I don't think I like that very much. You know what? Let's see just how sturdy Phoebe is. Pretty sturdy. Alright, how about... I'm dealing with an Onyx's attack stat, so superpower kind of seems like a waste of my time. But I can get rid of some speed. And then while we're doing that, I can do that. Probably could have gotten away with a regular potion, but oh well. Okay. That's fine. Bean is awake. Porygon 2 is slightly slower. And there we go. And Ariados. I see no reason not to... Okay. That's potentially a problem. That's also potentially a problem. Something about this rival fight in particular. I don't know what it is. Boy. Let's go Mags just so I can heal Bean. It's entirely possible Mags can handle this on her own. His own. As a precaution, we'll go Feather Dance. And I wish I could benefit from that sunny day, but alas, I cannot. So, Signal Beam it is. I almost called it Silver Wind. Alright, I gotta try at least once. If I hit with a Zap Cannon through all these minimizes, it's going to be very funny. Yeah, that's what I thought. And it's not making move to attack me, so I could just kind of brute force my way through. Whether or not Bean is healed is kind of irrelevant if I, you know, don't have to worry about dying. There it is. Awfully convenient that it actually can make use of its own sunny day. Okay. Well, I think it'd be fun if Nathan got the killing blow. As unlikely as that is with the whole minimize situation. I was expecting that to do a little bit less. That's okay. Alright, Nathan, you tried, I guess. And I was expecting that to do a little bit more. Okay. It truly is up to Bean, isn't it? Alright, go, Bean, go! I don't like how much damage that's doing. Huh. And I just don't really have anything I can do about the accuracy, so I kind of just have to go for it. There we go. Perfectly under control. Alright, Bean. And this is just our 3 Pokemon loop at this point. It's Magneton, Torkoal, Doduo. That doesn't feel very random. But I mean, I've come this far with Bean, I might as well stick with her. Oh, Rock Throw. Do I want Rock Throw? I don't think I do. 50, 90. And thank you for the item finder. Alright, let me get on out of here. Stardust. Stupendous. Yeah, I don't want to... I guess it doesn't matter. Sleeport's not that far if I die. A stick! Shame nobody wants to include Farfetch'd in their evolution loop. Yeah, too bad, Dragonair. I don't need you anymore. I already got my new Phoebe. Ice Beam would have been nice, though. Nanab berries. Now the Pokemon won't move around as much. And we're just gonna come over here. And we have a Carbos. Okay, well if Bean is going to be my my champion, I think it's only fitting that stat raising items go to Bean. And let's grab that. Is anybody gonna be able to use a Rock Smash? I didn't think about that. Like, Cut and Flash are optional, but I actually do need Rock Smash. Bean can, and so can Phoebe. I guess I can maybe grab the old Phoebe or the old Nathan if I don't want to. I'm gonna need it for like Victory Road and stuff. But fine. Alright, Phoebe. What do I get rid of, though? Why did I think Steel Wing could increase defense? It doesn't say that it does. Okay, I don't want to have two fighting moves, but like... Well, if I'm only gonna use these 4, then I can bring around... You know, the obsolete Nathan or Phoebe, if they can learn it. Nathan's also a Torkoal, so sure. If Bean can learn it, that means he can. Alright, congratulations, old Nathan. You've officially been promoted to HM duty. When you ride on a sandy beach, they wash away. It makes me sad. Yes. Also, I was thinking, I so want to go on a vacation. Would you happen to know a nice place? Sure. I was just talking earlier about how much I like losing. We could float away on a cloud of bubbles. That sounds delightful. Plans? No. Get out of here. I hate plans. Sure, why not? Hariyama, I guess. Electrode. Aron is relaxed. I guess some probably are. Metagross, it's certainly very smooth and shiny. Alright, that was fun. Let's grab my bicycle. Alright. Acrobike, my beloved. And... don't I... Right, I was supposed to buy a harbor mail in a slave port. I forgot about that. Well, that's okay. I have my bike now, so I can go get one. Totally forgot about that. Whee! Shout out to the Jolteon card I ordered on TCG Player a year ago that has never showed up. Well, Nathan started out as an Electrode, so this worries me. Also, while I'm in the neighborhood, before I go clear out Cycling Road, let's see if I'm crazy or not. You know what, Right, it's that Harbor Mail lady is who gives it to me. Approximately 1 million times. Yep. We are repeating history once more. If I'm gonna try and avoid a repeat of an evolution loop we've already had, then like, I suppose I might as well get Phoebe III now. Maybe I could go for that Dragonair after all. I haven't seen a Dragonair yet in any of my loops, so I'd like to think it, in theory, it should open up new possibilities. Hoenn is evolving. I wonder what it could be. A Doduo! What an unforeseen set of circumstances. Harbor Mail. Huzzah. And also Pokeballs, I guess. If I'm gonna try and get a new Phoebe. And there we go. Coin case. Now back to the game corner. Whee! Alright, moments of truth. Am I crazy? TM32, 29. I'm pretty sure 29 is Thunderbolt. Or no, 30. Yeah, 13 is definitely Ice Beam. Okay, I think I was right. And then... will I make a secret base? Maybe, just for funsies. But okay, we'll start here, and then I'm just gonna have to gamble these away and try and get these TMs. But that might have to be a later problem. Alright. If I... and as I recall, this is not like Kanto where they just give you coins. Which is unfortunate. Because I'm not looking forward to grinding this out. Yeah, back in my day, NPCs would give you coins, there'd be coins on the floor. Oh well. That's fine. It's time to go beat up Wally. I can see if he does in fact still have this Ralts. The more I think about it, the more I can vaguely recall, okay, that's not a Ralts. the more I think about it, I can vaguely recall Gloss, like, just, you know, skimming over the randomizer settings, and I think there was one for a randomized catch tutorial, and that's probably why the Ralts was still a Ralts. I probably didn't check that, and that's what would have changed it into something else. Not that it seems to have made a difference, because this is a very strange looking Ralts. Alright, Ethan's been a Poliwag for a while. Let's see what he becomes next. Trapinch, okay. Still in first Evo land, but that is alright. I can live with that. It's not like I'm actually using Nathan anyway, I'm just kind of using Bean. Okay, gym time, and then we'll call it a day. As I still need to go to bed at a reasonable hour tonight, so I can wake up tomorrow morning and go do a capitalism. Okay, so there we go. For the gym fight, we're putting away the original Nathan. retrieve him when it's time to use Rock Smash. And off we go. Alright. Rip Nathan the Trapinch. From the ashes will rise Nathan the Charizard. I knew he had it in him. And rip Nathan the Charizard. All good things must come to an end, I suppose. And here's the War Turtle sprite I said I liked. That's, you know, its left arm is a little funky looking, but that's alright. We're all allowed to have a noodle arm from time to time. Maybe someday I'll get a legendary. Maybe I'd be okay with an evolution loop, if the loop consisted of all legendaries. I think I deserve that. Alright, Nathan. I just talked about legendaries, so you know what you have to do. Yeah, frustration indeed. And let's do this, and then I think after I'm done here, assuming I absolutely nail it, and don't have to throw different iterations of Bean at it until I succeed, we'll go and catch our new Phoebe. And then we'll call it there. I can grind out those coins, grind up everybody's levels, and then you'll return more powerful than ever on probably Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure which, but I will say so on Blue Sky and in my Instagram story once I know. Oh, Celio, you are simply not as cute as feel. And Mags rose to level 17. And, okay. Unless something ridiculous happens here, this is, you know, the most merciful gym fight yet. Easy. And dare I say peasy. Now, do I want to get rid of Thunder for Shockwave? Like, I want to get rid of it for Thunderbolts. Shockwave is perfectly decent, but I would just be getting rid of it once I got Thunderbolt anyway. There'd be no point. So let's go ahead and grab a new Phoebe. when I was a kid, I had heard the name Dylan, but I had never seen it written out before. So I thought this guy's name was pronounced Dylan, and I was like, wow, what a cool name. And then I learned it's pronounced Dylan, and I was super disappointed. Alright, perhaps new Phoebe, new Phoebe, can be a Soul Rock. Let's try and not kill it. Alright, go, Nathan the Oddish. You can take a Meteor Mash to the face as your penance. You know what you did. Alright, welcome, new Phoebe. May you not end up in the same loop as somebody we've already had. That would make me very happy. Oblivious. And Camouflage, Swift, Scary Face, and Meteor Mash. You know, this would have been used for that Rock Tomb TM, but no. Phoebe II had to eat it. Alright, here we go. Alright, this is our squad. We have my cat, we have Nathan's cats, and we have Nathan. So next time, we're going to continue our epic journey. Which really is just, you know, the Legend of Bean. But despite my complaints about the loops, this was still fun, and I still fully intend to finish it. And then, after I'm done with this casual run, then maybe we can do some challenge runs or something. I could go totally nuts and try Kaizo Ironmon sometime, but I don't think that's gonna go well for me, but yeah, in some way, shape, or form, I'm going to play more Pokemon, I'm going to play more games. But once I'm done with this run, we'll have more drawing streams, and in the meantime, I will decide what to play. I have some ideas. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out, and I will see you on Monday or Tuesday. Stay tuned.